Hey guys, welcome back. Woo, it has been so hot this summer. And that's why today is all about, desert modern. Oh baby, get ready. You may think you know desert modern. You don't know desert modern. So guys, this fun sub-style of contemporary is back in a hot new way. And it's because of a whole new stylistic direction and this sexy palette shift. She's gotten rid of all of those tired old Arizona sunset tones and turquoises and peaches. And she's sporting this sexy new Bedouin chic. Yes, I said Bedouin chic. So guys, you could call this new look for desert modern updated Spanish colonial, or even kind of a super restrained desert version of boho. But what we're doing is we're tossing all those kachina dolls and kind of those goofy palettes, and we're going for natural earthy tones, definitely a minimalist look. It feels kind of like Scandi got dressed and went to Morocco. So kind of think in those terms. It feels a little global as well, which is also kind of sexy. You've got a lot of really amazing flavors and textures that are coming in, but that palette is everything. So let's talk about that first. So the palette is absolutely the language that's going to communicate this new direction for desert modern. And it's really a wonderful combination of fresh and crisp takes on what is the natural palette of the desert, right? So we think of things like crispy linen and blue skies, but really pale and kind of minerally and hard clay. That tone stays and kind of pulls back over, but it's a dirtier, fresher, kind of crisper, harder tone than the old clay tones that we used to use. So think brick, think naturally saddled leather, those kinds of tones. That's really good. You can see a lot of natural wood tones are happening with that. That's very fresh. That sort of minerally off-white, which is really sort of a great tone, which looks fantastic with this. That clay tone again, a little bit of that blue coming in, you can see a little bit, and everything feels a little bit whitewashed, a little bit open, a little bit kind of arid in its tonality. And then bang, they slap in a little bit of black just to kind of ground it down, bring it to that sexy spot, say hello to global with that. It's really a fabulous palette, so it's really kind of grown up and gotten very sort of spare and restrained and sexy. Now, if you guys saw this video on my color tones for 2021 from Benjamin Moore, you'll see a little bit of a correlation between the shift to the paint colors for this year and this new desert modern. There's a little bit of a happy blending going on. So guys, look at this picture for a second. All those beautiful clay tones are brought in with that leather. That's fabulous. There's a lot of natural stone, a great deal of natural light, which is fabulous. And then that crispy white linen wall. That's a fabulous example. Or how about this one where you've got that flat, low ceiling and it's all done in the natural wood, which is great and very indicative of a lot of desert architecture, because a lot of that had that sort of Frank Lloyd Wright, Taliesin reference, certainly in the American desert. But then they've done a flagstone floor in that gorgeous sort of earthy clay, natural stony look. And then there's linen on the sofa, just a hint of that sort of Bedouin black and blue in there. So these are all sort of lovely statements. Very clean, very simple, very sort of textured and a bit minimal, bit clean. Think Scandi went to the desert. So I love this look, you guys. I think it is so fabulous and mega Instagrammable, obviously. And it's just got a lot of sort of now and new to it. So how do we get this? I'm gonna show you right now. So So guys, your first step is always you have to understand what your envelope is, right? What are you dealing with? Are you in a Victorian that you're redoing? Are you in a colonial perhaps? I don't know, maybe you're in a French modern style. That's a no-go for desert modern, because when you think about the desert, the American desert idea was wide open spaces. Frank Lloyd Wright's Taliesin studio, which opened up those ceiling lines, big walls of glass. That's all a great look. Or even those flat hacienda style ceilings with the beams, that can carry desert modern as well. You just have to know how to deliver the details to make this feel fresh. So the second big story about the new desert modern after palette is actually that it's a texture play completely. You know, the inspiration for this is, of course, the global deserts. And oh my gosh, the Bedouins, the Berbers. Oh my gosh, those guys are fabulous in Morocco that live out in the desert. They're amazing. So we're talking natural woods. Look at this beautiful whitewashed walls with the natural wood floors and the open beam ceiling. That's spectacular. Or this one that goes a little bit more hacienda, which you can do, but you're keeping it minimal and you're not making it all really heavy with color and a lot of like pattern and things. Definitely things are texture plays. I love this picture of this bedroom with just kind of this simple coverlet on the top that's just black and white with the tassels. That's very, very desert modern. It's Scandi, but it's Scandi in the desert. Or perhaps, you know, you've got the ceilings that have the little bit of a roof line, so you can accent those with a little bit of color, but then keep the space in between white plaster. Oh, that's a great look as well. Floors tend to be a natural material, kind of wood or maybe a Satillo tile, or even, gosh, if you've got flagstone, go to town. That's a fabulous look. But keep it clean, keep it minimal, and keep it stripped, spare, and open. That's really great. And that's where those texture plays come into play, because then what you do is you add in like these beautiful textured chairs with the boucle, which is really wonderful, the natural hides, the patterns in the wood, or the woven area rugs that have a reference to the Afghani desert and places like that. Those are great. Or even cowhides. Cowhides are fabulous. Baskets are huge. Rattan is a woven story unto itself that looks great. Even beat up metal is fabulous, especially these aged brass pieces that you'll see a little bit of that coming in, or just in a black, which like this chandelier, I think that's fantastic. So all of those are texture stories that play off of each other when you add them together. But your commanding line is to keep it spare, keep it minimal, and keep it richly textured as a story. Now, furnishings wise, woo! First thing you gotta do is edit, baby. No leather sofas, none of that stuff. All that stuff gets tossed. You gotta really rethink this. Absolutely yes on the linens. Absolutely yes on the raw cowhides. Definitely you can do some mid-century pieces. There's some international style. Oh, I love these little angled chairs, or the simple contemporary dining chairs. These pieces are very simple, very clean, contemporary, but they feel great in these spaces because all of their kind of playfulness that was pop art around it has been taken away, and they've been put in there in an intentional way to sort of create a contrast to the natural texture story that happens. And that's what makes it feel kind of edgy and sexy. I mean, you know, I'd invite this guy over, wouldn't you? In a space like this, it'd be fabulous. So now decor-wise, it's also super simple. Again, think Scandi and boho all went to the desert together, and then they got rid of everything. So you want to have one focal point always. It can be something really simple, like maybe just, you know, a hanging brass pendant, like I love this thing, crystal piece, which is fabulous. Or it could go super ornate, like these fabulous, mosaic chairs that I think might even come out of India. So again, it's got a little bit of a global vibe, but boy, if you're gonna do something that detailed, one, please, thank you. That's all you need to get that space. You definitely wanna throw in a little bit of planting, but the planting has to be kind of cactus, succulents, those sort of low care guys that actually exist in the desert. And if you want to know more about plants, you definitely want to check out my video on the no-brainer easy care guys. I actually do talk about cactus and succulents in that one. It's great. And guys, if these tips are helping you with your space and helping you kind of get where you want to go stylistically, please like and subscribe and ring the bell and slam the button and do all those good things, because it makes such a difference to me. I read all your comments. I love it. It means everything to me. So guys, I just love this new hot subset style. It's really a statement that can be rocked by a lot of you guys that are living in kind of vanilla spaces, which many of us do. So I love that it's warm, it's comfy, it's a little spare, it's casual, but it's got that sophistication that's just a hair global. And it really is something that you could easily adopt and totally live in a vanilla envelope. So if you want to know more about sub-styles and how to get them for your space, you definitely want to join the design club. Go to lisaholt.com, sign up. It's opening in September, so it's going to be super soon. And there's so much to learn there. It's crazy, and all kinds of things just like Desert Modern get expanded on so you can learn even more. Now, what I want you guys to do is to click over here and go to my Mega Modern video. This is one that just explains all about where modern style came from. It's a fabulous, fun video. You can click right on it here, and I'll see you guys next week.